Hi guys! So as long-term viewers know, I love to do most things crafty, including sewing. I actually really enjoy making my own clothing, and although I have quite a few printed patterns, I much prefer digital patterns as there is so much more variety, and I love the fact that you can just print them off in different sizes without having to trace them off, and it just saves so much time. The one thing, however, that I hate is having to piece them all together. And if you are slightly off with lining everything up, then your pattern isn't going to come out as it should. But there is a little trick. Did you know that you can actually print on the Paper Cutz tracing paper, and it saves you having to trim down all of your pattern pages, meaning that they are so much quicker to stick together. And I'm going to show you how. So obviously you're going to need some Paper Cutz tracing paper. This comes in A4 and in a variety of different thicknesses. I have tried them all, and to be honest, I prefer the 112 GSM because it's a little bit more robust. So when you're folding and storing your patterns, it's going to last a little bit better. You're obviously going to need a printer. I use my inkjet for this. So it's really important that you follow your pattern making instructions when it comes to printing out. I'm not going to show you this on the actual desktop because obviously I don't own the rights for the individual patterns, but we are going to be using the Made for Mermaids Bonnie leggings because TBT Junior is in desperate need of some new ones, and I thought it would be great to whip some up for a project for her. So we're going to treat this just like normal printer paper. We're going to load it into the printer, and I would always advise that you print a test page first. It's usually got a little square that will tell you how big it is before you print the whole pattern. This is just to make sure that all of your printer settings are correct, but typically you want to make sure that borderless is off and that it is printed at 100% scale. So this is printed out, and as you can see, we've got no problem with the colours, and if I rub it there is no smudging either. So we just need to check that my printer settings are all correct. So this should hopefully be an inch, and if we move it between 1 and 2, we can see that it is perfect. So we're now going to print out the rest of these pages before I show you how to assemble. Everything is now printed out, and as you can see, we have got these lines here that need to be matched up. So the pattern that I'm using has them in order, so 1A, 1B, 1C, etc. So ordinarily you would chop this bit up and then do your best to line it up, but with this you can see hopefully that you can actually just place this over the top, so you know you are getting a perfect flawless match. Now I like to do this on a lighter background because it makes life a lot easier, and for tape I find that washi tape or masking tape works best for tracing paper. So I am now going to tape in place here and then move on. If I was just to trim this down, we would have had a couple of millimeters there that didn't match up. But because I've got the tracing paper, I can see exactly that that is perfect and as it should be. So now we're going to carry on with the rest of the pattern. We have now finished assembling, and it really doesn't take very long at all. And you get a much more accurate reading because you can match things up much better. Now, if you are grading between sizes like I often have to do for TBT Junior, this is easily achieved just by leaving the sizes that you need, and then obviously I'm going to trace over here so that hopefully you can see that writing on the tracing paper with a pen is absolutely fine. There is nothing smudging, everything is perfect, so you can easily do that as well. Another great thing about using the tracing paper instead of regular copy paper is if you have a pattern like this, then you can see exactly what the fabric looks like underneath. So this makes it really good for placing your pattern pieces. It makes it a lot easier. So you're not going to end up with dodgy pattern placement because nobody wants that. So once I finish grading between the sizes, I am just going to cut this out, and it cuts beautifully with scissors as well. So we have our pattern piece all cut out, it's graded between the sizes, and now it is perfectly, and now it's finished, we can actually use it. Just going to try and show you a close-up. Hopefully you can see there, we've got multiple layers all lined up perfectly, and you can see just about here where it's a bit lighter again. Everything matches up perfectly so that I know that when this is finished, it is going to fit correctly. So all that's left to do now is actually sew up the piece. And as you can see at the end, you will end up with a beautifully fitted garment. So I have also managed to create this lovely embroidered lace jacket. I managed to complete this by using the Paper Cutz tracing paper. If it is something that you are interested in learning about, then drop a comment down below and I can walk you through the process. So as mentioned previously, I will drop the links for all the tracing paper that in my opinion works the best for this in the description box down below. So you are then left with this wonderful pattern piece. Because it's on tracing paper rather than copy paper, it's been so much more easy to assemble, easier to grade, easier for pattern placement, and it will easily fold up and then be stored correctly without as many wrinkles and tears that you would get with a thinner paper. This means that I can crack it out time and time again when I need to make the same pattern. I personally prefer digital patterns. Obviously every sewist is completely different. Drop me a comment down below, which one do you prefer? I really hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Let me know, what have you been working on sewing wise recently? I'm always on the hunt for new patterns. If you would like to follow my sewing journey, you can do that on my Instagram, Fidgety Stitch. And also to let you know that if you are a small business selling sewed items, then Paper Cutz also have A3 sheets available of this tracing paper, and you can purchase them both in A3 and A4 in bulk. Just reach out to them and I know they will be delighted to help you. With that said, thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next week for another crafty video. Bye!